Welcome back to JF Coin. Today, your number one source for the most fascinating coin stories, rare finds, valuable treasures, and everything in between. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into the world of copper and zinc, of legends and small metal treasures that could be hiding right inside your pocket change. This is not just a history lesson. This could be your lucky day. Imagine this. You're digging through an old jar of coins, maybe from your childhood, or from a forgotten corner of a family drawer. Your fingers brush past dimes, quarters, nickels, and then, you pull out a humble penny. You look closely. It says 1983. You flip it. It's a Lincoln penny. Looks normal, right? But what if I told you this ordinary-looking coin could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? That's right. We're talking about over $585,000. A single penny, yes, you heard that right. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know why some 1983 Lincoln pennies are worth a small fortune, how to tell if you have one of them, and what makes these coins so incredibly special in the eyes of collectors, historians, and investors alike. To understand the 1983 Lincoln penny, we need to rewind a bit to the early 1980s. For decades, the Lincoln cent was minted primarily with copper. These were sturdy, solid, and heavy little coins. But in 1982, the U.S. Mint made a huge change. Copper prices were rising fast, and it became more expensive to produce a penny than the penny was actually worth. So the Mint switched from the traditional copper composition to a more cost-effective solution, zinc coins with a very thin copper plating. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 1983, all Lincoln cents were supposed to be made using the new copper-coated zinc planchets. That means any solid copper 1983 Lincoln penny is an error, a highly rare and valuable one. These are called transitional errors. In this case, it means the Mint accidentally struck some 1983 pennies using leftover copper planchets from 1982. These coins should not exist, and yet, they do. So imagine the excitement in the coin collecting world when one of these error coins was discovered. A genuine 1983 Lincoln cent, struck on a copper planchet, verified, graded, and authenticated. These coins have become some of the most legendary and sought-after modern coins in American numismatics. Let's talk about value. What gives a penny such a high price tag? There are a few key factors. Rarity, condition, and demand. First, rarity. These copper 1983 pennies are not just rare. They are ultra rare. Only a handful have ever been discovered. The vast majority of 1983 Lincoln cents are zinc-based and weigh about 2.5 grams. But the rare copper error pennies weigh closer to 3.1 grams. That slight weight difference makes all the difference in the world. Second, condition. Like all collectible coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins graded in mint state condition, meaning they have little to no wear, can command astronomical prices. We're talking coins that have been preserved perfectly since the day they were struck over 40 years ago. Third, demand. Coin collectors are passionate, and they will pay big money for rare pieces. When it comes to error coins, demand is even higher because each piece is truly one of a kind. There's a thrill, a mystery, a sense of holding a mistake that should never have happened. That's priceless to many collectors. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. How much is a 1983 copper Lincoln penny worth today? In a recent auction, one such penny sold for over $85,000. But get this. Experts believe if a near-perfect specimen were to come up for sale today, especially one certified by a top grading service like PCGS or NGC, it could easily surpass $500,000. Some estimates say the market could support a price as high as $585,346. That's not just pocket change. That's life-changing money, and that's why collectors and treasure hunters across the country are searching high and low for these rare coins. People are buying old coin rolls, sorting through inherited collections, visiting estate sales, and yes, even checking their spare change. Because you never know. That penny in your pocket could be the jackpot. So how can you tell if your 1983 penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to do. First, weigh it. Use a digital scale that measures in grams. A regular 1983 zinc penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. But a rare copper one will weigh about 3.1 grams. Second, listen to the sound. Yes, it sounds odd, but copper pennies have a different ring than zinc ones when dropped. Zinc pennies make a dull thud, while copper ones sound slightly sharper. Third, get it graded. If you think you might have the real deal, send it to a professional grading service. Do not clean it. Do not alter it. Just protect it in a soft plastic holder and send it in for evaluation. You could be holding one of the rarest coins of the 20th century. Whether you're searching for the copper error, the double die variety, or just curious about what lies in your change jar, these coins are worth a second look. So there you have it. The story of the 1983 Lincoln penny, a tiny copper coin that became a titan in the world of collectibles. It's a story of history, mystery, change, and fortune. A story that reminds us that even the smallest things can hold the greatest value. Have you checked your 1983 pennies yet? If not, now is the time. We want to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare coin? Do you collect pennies? What's your most valuable find? Let us know in the comments below, and remember, at KenAsYou, we don't just talk coins. We uncover hidden value, we explore forgotten treasures, and we help you turn your change into chances for history, discovery, and maybe, just maybe, a big payday. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. This is JF Coin on KenAsYou, and I'll see you in the next hunt. Until next time, happy collecting. Welcome back to JF Coin, your ultimate destination for rare coins, their incredible values, and the rich stories they carry. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and highly underrated coin that might just be hiding in your change jar right now. We're talking about the 1993 Lincoln penny, a coin minted in huge numbers, but with certain versions worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you're a coin collector, investor, or just someone who enjoys fascinating stories about American history through currency, make sure to watch this video until the very end. You might be surprised by what you'll learn, especially how a simple 1-cent coin could be worth as much as $585,342 in today's collector market. Let's begin. The year was 1993. Bill Clinton had just taken office as President of the United States. Jurassic Park roared into theaters. And in Denver, Colorado, the U.S. Mint was busy producing over 6 billion Lincoln cents bearing the small but significant D mint mark. That's right, over 6 billion coins. So what makes the 1993 Lincoln penny special? Well, in most cases, it's not the coin itself that holds value, it's the hidden gems among them. It's the errors, the anomalies, the rare condition specimens that separate a regular penny from a coin collector's jackpot. First, a little background. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin has gone through various changes over the decades. By 1993, the penny had the familiar Lincoln bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design in place since 1959. The metal composition by this time had also changed. Due to the rising cost of copper, the mint began producing pennies primarily from zinc with only a thin copper coating starting in 1982. This makes the 1993 penny a copper-plated zinc coin, weighing about 2.5 grams. So how can something so common turn into something so valuable? Let's talk about errors. Coin errors can happen for many reasons: die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchets, missing layers, and many more. And yes, even in modern coins like the 1993 penny, errors do happen. Some of these mistakes are extremely rare, making the coins extremely collectible. One of the most sought-after 1993 penny errors is the double die obverse or DDO. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a duplicated image, resulting in doubled features on Lincoln's face, lettering, or date. If you spot doubling on the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date itself, that could be a huge find. Another major error to look for is the off-center strike. A 1993 D penny struck 10 to 15% off-center and still showing a full date and mint mark can fetch hundreds of dollars or more. But if the strike is even more dramatic, and the coin has missing parts but still displays the crucial identifiers like the date and mint mark, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands. Then there's the broad strike, when a coin is struck outside the collar and spreads out larger than normal. Combine that with a clean, error-free surface and strong luster, and you're in business. But the most mind-blowing discovery to date, and this is real, involves a 1993 D Lincoln penny that sold for an astonishing $585,342. That's right, over $500,000 for a penny. Why? That particular coin had a combination of features that made it unique in the coin world. It had a perfectly centered double die, pristine surfaces, a full red luster, and was certified as MS-70 by one of the top grading companies. Only a few coins in existence have ever received this grade, and the rarity combined with the unique error and historical demand skyrocketed its price at auction. Even without errors, high-grade 1993 D Lincoln pennies can bring strong value. A regular coin in uncirculated condition, say MS-66 or higher, can sell for $25 to $50. Not bad for a coin that originally cost just 1 cent. Move up to MS-67 and you might be looking at a value of over $100. MS-68? Now you're talking hundreds, even low thousands. Add a rare color designation like full red or red-brown, and you're looking at premium price tags. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to these coins not only for their potential value but for their historical significance. They represent a slice of America's story, a moment frozen in time, carried in the palm of your hand. So how do you know if your 1993 D penny is valuable? First, examine the coin under magnification. Look for doubling in the letters and numbers. Check for die cracks or die chips, especially around the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Second, weigh your coin. It should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it weighs significantly more or less, it might have been struck on the wrong planchet, a major error type worth investigating. Third, check the condition. Luster, surface quality, and strike sharpness all play a big role in value. The fewer nicks, scratches, and discolorations, the better. And finally, get it graded. If you believe you found something extraordinary, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade and error description can turn a curiosity into a certified treasure. Now, let's talk about the current market trends. As of now, the market for Lincoln cents, especially error coins, is booming. With more collectors entering the hobby, and rare coins becoming alternative investments, demand has soared. The 1993 D penny is no longer just pocket change. It's a piece of American numismatic history, with the potential to change your life if you find the right one. So don't throw away those pennies just yet. Look through your change. Search old coin jars. Check your family's piggy banks. Who knows, you might be sitting on a six-figure treasure without even realizing it. And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden value of the 1993 D Lincoln penny, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to JF Coin for more incredible coin stories, tips for collectors, market insights, and rare finds from history. Leave a comment below and tell us if you've ever found a rare penny or if you'll be checking your coins after watching this. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep hunting for treasure, because at JF Coin, every penny counts. Welcome back to JF Coin, today the ultimate place for numismatics, coin values, US mint history, and hidden coin treasures hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the 2003 Lincoln penny, a coin that's more than just copper and zinc. You might think this penny is just another common coin from your change jar, but believe it or not, some 2003 Lincoln pennies have been sold or valued at jaw-dropping amounts, up to $585,341 in certain rare conditions. That's right. A single cent that could make you half a millionaire. Stay with me till the end of the video because I'll tell you exactly what to look for, how to check your own 2003 pennies, and the real market value today, along with a few auction records that shocked the coin collecting world. Now let's get into the story, the science, and the staggering value behind the 2003 Lincoln penny. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been minted since 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. Fast forward to 2003, this year marked the second to last year before the U.S. Mint would introduce the four-design series for the Lincoln Bicentennial in 2009. So while the 2003 penny might seem ordinary, it actually represents the end of an era, the final years of the classic reverse design before historic changes. In 2003, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at both Philadelphia and Denver, with mint marks P and D respectively. These coins featured Victor David Brenner's bust of Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes some of these pennies worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Let's talk minting errors, die varieties, metal composition, and collector demand. Let's talk about what these coins are worth right now in today's collector market. Most circulated 2003 pennies are only worth face value. But if you have an uncirculated or mint state coin, even without major errors, it could still be worth $1 to $10. In MS-65 red condition, a 2003 P or 2003 D penny typically sells for $5 to $20 on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections. But as mentioned earlier, error coins take this value to an entirely different level. Here's what to do if you want to go through your change jar or coin roll and check for valuable 2003 pennies. Look for clarity in the details. Check Lincoln's hair, jawline, the date, and the lettering for any signs of doubling or misalignment. Check both sides of the coin. Don't forget to inspect the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial side. For die breaks or doubling, use bright lighting and a 10x magnifier to spot subtle errors. Weigh the coin. Standard weight should be around 2.5 grams. Anything significantly heavier or lighter could suggest a planchet error. Compare to verified error images online or in error coin books. Consider sending to a grading service if you find something unusual. They can help confirm whether you've hit the jackpot. To wrap it all up, the 2003 Lincoln penny might be a common sight in your pocket change, but it holds immense potential for those who know what to look for. Some of these coins are worth pennies, but others are worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. So the next time you see a 2003 penny, don't toss it aside. Take a closer look. It could be your ticket to a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Thanks for watching this deep dive on the 2003 Lincoln pennies, their history, errors, and current market value. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe to JF Coin, where we uncover the secrets behind the coins in your pocket. Let me know in the comments if you found a rare 2003 penny or any error coin in general. I'd love to hear your stories and might even feature you in a future video. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your change always bring big change.